guys, hey, welcome back. Thanks for coming back and watching another video. For any of you that have not been here before or seen any of my other videos, welcome. Nice to have you. My name is Krista. Okay, so today we are going to do meal prep for the week. So we are getting, again, down to the last week of the month. I cannot believe it's the last week of October already. I feel like I just did a video like this. So we're going to do a meal prep because we are going to go grocery shopping next week. For any of you guys that do not know or have not watched any of my videos before, we only do one major grocery shopping trip per month, and it's usually at the beginning of each month. And then we will go back once at the middle of the month for just some necessities like bread, milk, fruit, things along those lines. But we only do one large one a month. We have a budget of $200 per month. I think for November, I am going to up our budget to $250 just because of the holidays, and we've got some like different parties to go to and things along those lines. So I think I'm gonna up it for November to $250. But otherwise, on a normal month, we have $200 per month that we budget. And then that's it. That's what has to get us through the entire month. So today I'm gonna go through my refrigerator, my freezers, pantry, and because we are running very low on food this month, we are going to come up with what we're going to eat for the last week before we go grocery shopping. So then that way it makes sure to keep us out of the restaurants. We're not ordering takeout or anything along those lines. And then we can use up any of the food that needs to be used up before it goes bad and before we bring in a new batch of fresh stuff. So I'm going to take you along with me while we do that. Today's going to actually be a little bit different because not only am I going to be going through the refrigerator, but I'm also going to be taking everything out and actually scrubbing down the refrigerator. So everything's going to come out. All the bottles are going to get cleaned off. Everything's going to get wiped down, scrubbed down, and we might as well get started. It's not going to do itself, so let's go. Well, the refrigerator is cleaned out, at least the center part is. I still have to work on the door. But anyways, this is the food that we have left for the month. So I'm gonna write down, what I do is I write down what we have left, and then I go through and I figure out what needs to be used up. If there's something that needs to be used up right away, like it is not going to make it another week, I usually star that item to make sure that I do utilize it. And then I go over my list and we figure out what we are going to make for the week utilizing the rest of these items. Like I said, we are running pretty low this month, but that's okay. That means that we used up all the food that we bought last month. So I'm going to go ahead, as I'm putting them back into the refrigerator, I am going to write down the items. right, so we got the refrigerator stuff all written down with just a minor spillage that happened on my notebook here. Just a little bit of pickle juice. I mean, it's fine. It's got vinegar in it. It's cleaning, right? All right, so what I do is I write down, like I said, everything that was in the refrigerator. And my refrigerator is spotless now. That should hopefully hold us over for a couple of months. I hate cleaning out the refrigerator. And then next what I will do is I will go through this freezer, the pantry, and the freezer out in the garage, and we will write everything down. And I try to keep everything separate so that I know where everything is at when it goes time to use those items. I should also mention to anyone that is not aware, we do not purchase, my husband actually, as his Christmas bonus from the farm, he gets part of a beef every year. So we get a whole freezer full of meat every single year. And so there will not be a whole lot of meat that you will see in the freezers. All of that is in the freezer downstairs in the basement. I already know what's in that freezer, so I'm not gonna go through it. Basically it's stew meat, it's roast, hamburger, and then we also have some pork down there as well. So we like to buy our meat in bulk. It saves just a ton of money. All right, so let's get started on this freezer now. I don't think there's a whole lot in here. Oh, I lied. There's actually quite a bit in here. Okay, so again, most of the stuff on the bottom is just ice cube trays. We don't have an ice maker, so we make our own ice. But up here, I do have some things that do need to get used up. So I've got a partial bag of meatballs, which is odd, but whatever. So write down meatballs. I've got a loaf of banana bread. I meant to use that up last month, but we just never got around to it. So maybe we'll actually unthaw that today and we'll make breakfast tomorrow morning. So I think I'll just keep that out of the freezer today. We have some fish sticks. We have some, I made beef and noodles this month and we did not eat them all, so I froze the remaining ones. So those will have to get used up this month because they're not necessarily in a freezer tight container. I reused one of the deli meat containers. So this will get frostbite on it or freezer burnt on it. So we do need to use this up this month. So I am going to star that option or that item. Also in the refrigerator section, I did also star cream. I need to use up that thing of cream and that red onion. It is starting to look a little sad. So I need to use that up. I'm going to be purchasing more red onions this next month at the grocery store. So that one does need to get used up before the new ones come in. We've got some turkey bacon, it looks like. We've got some shredded chicken. I already am using that up tomorrow, so I should actually probably just take that out and set that over there because I am using that up. We are doing, it's my mom's birthday this weekend. So we are doing a taco bar. So I'm in charge of the meat and the tortillas and the chips. I was writing down turkey bacon. Okay, so we have turkey bacon. We've got a few French fries. We've got some raspberries. We've got some shredded pork. The shredded pork does need to get used up. I did think about doing the shredded pork for the taco bar tomorrow as well. But I think we only have 2 containers of it, so I don't think that's enough. So that's okay. We can use it up this month sometime. I've got more shredded cheese, pork stew meat, oh, and then a bag of tater tots as well. Put those over there with the French fries. What did I say? Pork stew meat, tater tots, and more shredded cheese. So not only does this help me with making sure that the items get used up that need to be used up before the end of the month, and then also making sure that we have enough meals for the last week of the month. It also helps me with creating my grocery shopping list. On my grocery shopping list, I had shredded cheese written down, and I clearly do not need any. So I'm going to go in and delete that item. I keep my grocery list on my notes section on my phone. It's a really good tip to keep it on your phone, because how many times do you run to the grocery store and you forget the list that's on the refrigerator or sitting on the counter? You always have your phone with you. So I always keep my grocery list on my phone. That way I can just add to it when I think of something. No matter where I am, I always have my phone with me. And then it looks like we have some frozen veggies in this freezer. We also have some out in the other freezer as well. So, oh, and then in the door, it looks like we have 3 pieces of garlic bread, which helps, like I said, because I did not realize that, and I need to add garlic bread to my grocery list. We have 1 package of hot dogs, 2 packages of hot dogs, and some chocolate chips. Okay, let me put all this stuff back. Tree up here, I keep all of like our oils, different seasonings, red wine vinegar, anything extra that I purchased for the month. So I have a couple of dressings, I have some cooking wine, our olive oil, some different sauces, another maple syrup. So I'm not going to be too concerned about this up here. I'm going to focus primarily on these 2 shelves, because these 2 shelves are the ones that have food on it that need to get used up. So on this shelf, I have most of my canned items. I have my beans, black beans. I made black beans this month in the crock pot instead of using the canned ones. I love black beans, and I go through a lot of them actually. So I'm always going through canned black beans. Well, this last month I decided to buy a bag of beans, or maybe it was a couple months ago. I bought a bag of beans because I saw this recipe where you could throw them in the crock pot and just let them cook all day. They were amazing. They are 100 times better than the canned black beans. So I have canned black beans in here. I'm going to keep them in here. They are going to kind of be my backups in case I needed it. But I am going to start, I think, making homemade black beans, or, you know, where they start off hard and then you cook them. So I think I'm going to start doing that moving forward, because they were so much better. I've got some canned mushrooms in here, a little teeny tiny thing of rice. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Probably just add it, I guess, to, maybe I should just buy more rice. I probably need more, and I'll just add it to it. We've got some canned peas and mixed vegetables in here. Breadcrumbs. I was gonna make stuffed mushrooms this last month, but we never did get around to it. So that's my plan for next month, is to make stuffed mushrooms. We've got peanut butter here and here. We go through a decent amount of that. We do have another applesauce, which is good to know, because Aaron is going to want to buy 3 or 4 of them tomorrow, and I've got 1 full one in the refrigerator and 1 full one in here. So, our next week. So we are not going to be buying applesauce. I've got an Alfredo sauce. I've got a coconut milk, which I only have 1 of those. I am going to use up this month. I'm going to try to make curry. So I've never made it before, but I hear really good things about it. So I'm going to try to make curry. I'm going to move that up to the front. I've got some bunch of diced tomatoes, green beans, a couple pasta sauces, some taco seasoning. I have some enchilada sauces, some green and some red. So it looks like my pantry is actually pretty full yet, which is fine. It just means I don't have to buy as much this month for the pantry. So I'm going to go and I'm going to write all these items down here on this shelf, and then we'll move to the next. Okay, so also I found on that shelf we also have some chili, stuff for chili. So that will actually, it might be something we will make this week because I have some thawed out hamburger in the refrigerator. So it's just Spot. He wants to join in on the fun too. Spot? Hey, buddy, I'm right here. He's Spot. Hi. Hi, I'm right here. Yeah, no need to bark. It's cool. It's cool. They say hi. Okay, so down here, I have just kind of my basics. I have my noodles. I've got egg noodles, edamame spaghetti, regular spaghetti, elbow noodles, all kinds of those. So I have plenty of noodles. I don't need to buy those this month, which is again good because I had them written down on my list and I don't need them. I've got rice. I've got 2 boxes of brown rice here. I've got some stuffing mix. I've got actually quite a few stuffing mixes. Aaron was just telling me last month, he goes, we need to buy stuffing mixes. I go, have you looked in the pantry? I'm pretty sure we have a bunch. So we have stuffing. I've got some bags of just like some pastas. It's a super easy side when we are throwing things together to eat for supper. I have some croutons, which I will probably, because these have been in here for quite some time now, and it looks like the bag is open, I will probably actually just crumble them up and use them for the stuffed mushrooms along with the other breadcrumbs that I have, because these are not going to be good for a salad anymore. I'm going to put those up here. And then it looks like I also have a side of chicken and broccoli flavor rice. So lots of rice, lots of pastas, more peanut butters. We've got, it looks like at least 2 boxes of closed cereal down here at the bottom. We've got some potatoes, flour, vinegar, ramen noodles still. So yeah, so it looks like we're actually sitting pretty good on the pantry stuff. I'm going to write down these couple of items and then we're going to go up to the freezer in the garage. It is so cold out here. And not because I'm standing in front of the freezer. It's only like 30 degrees outside. Winter's coming. Sad. Okay, well in the freezer here, we have got still some barbecue sandwiches for Aaron. It looks like we have a ham steak here. We have some sourdough bread, but I think we're getting low on sourdough bread, so I'm probably gonna buy more at the grocery store this next week. We have a whole packages of brats, which is good. I think I'm going to put these in the crock pot with the sauerkraut. And we'll have brats one night. I've got lots of frozen veggies, but again, we go through tons of frozen veggies, so I'm never concerned if we have too many of those. We have another bag of tater tots and waffle fries and chicken nuggets. Again, I had these written down on the grocery list for next week, so I'm glad I'm going through all of this. Then, down here at the bottom, we have got frozen ravioli, meatballs, we've got regular ravioli. I've got some chicken breasts, but again, I'm going to take these out because I'm going to need to cook these this week, or this weekend. Ham and pork ribs and some chicken breast tenderloins. So actually quite a bit of food in here too. So I'm going to go ahead and write these down, and then we are going to go inside where it's warm and meal prep for the week. So we got everything written down. We actually have a lot more food than I was aware of. Doing this is going to save me a ton of money on my grocery bill this month because I thought we needed a lot more of these items than what we did. Turns out we're actually sitting pretty good on some of the things. So I'm going to be able to take off a lot of items that I had listed that I needed to buy and replace that money or put that money towards something else, maybe a different item that we want to purchase this month or whatnot. I brought in a bunch of food from the freezer that I need to get used up. So I brought in a thing of deli meat. Aaron's been spending a lot of time out in the fields combining. So I brought in a frozen thing of deli meat that I'm going to unthaw so that he can have deli meat sandwiches this month. I brought in that bag of chicken breast. Like I said, we're doing a taco bar tomorrow for my mom's birthday. So I've already thrown those in the crock pot with some red enchilada sauce and some diced tomatoes and some green chilies. So I'm gonna let those cook all day, and then I will shred them up, and then we'll be able to have that for shredded chicken tacos tomorrow. And then I'm also going to brown up some hamburger with taco seasoning so that we have a beef option and a chicken option. I got out this chicken breast. This is already cooked, and I'm just gonna add it to the chicken breast that I'm cooking now once it's done so that I can get this used up as well. And then I brought in and thawing out the brats because I'm going to throw those in the crock pot this week with some sauerkraut and let them cook all day, and then we'll have brats for supper that night, probably with some tater tots or french fries, because it looks like I have a lot of those too. Oh, and did you see I found a bag or a box of garlic bread? So I do not need to buy garlic bread this month either. So see, it's already saving me money by going through and doing this. So let's put together our meal plan for the week. We're gonna start it off for probably Sunday night, or oh no, because Sunday we're doing the taco bar. So we'll start it from Monday, and then we'll go grocery shopping on Saturday next week. So, like I said, we're gonna start off. I've already got the brats out, so we're gonna do brats, sauerkraut, and french fries or tater tots. Get those items used up. All right, and then it looks like I have got cream that needs to be used up. I've also got potatoes that need to be used up. They're starting to grow those little things off of them. I know you can just like pick them off, but I'm going to get those used up as well. So we will probably do, it's supposed to be super cold this next week and crappy, and I think they're calling for some snow. So I think I might make, I've got cheese, I've got cream, I've got frozen veggies, I've got potatoes, and I've got some ham. So maybe I'll make some ham and potato soup, or just some like maybe cheesy potato soup with broccoli or something. So I'm gonna do some kind of soup to use up those items. So soup, and I'm just gonna put with potatoes because I know I need to use those up, and I'll throw the rest of it together. I just don't know what kind of soup it's gonna be yet. So let's cross off those items because those are gonna get used up, which is good. Where is all of the things? Okay, perfect. So now I have hamburger that is thawed out in there. Now I do need a brown hamburger for the tacos tomorrow, but I also have we have tons of hamburger in the basement. So I'm gonna use the hamburger that is in the fridge, and we are going to do cheeseburgers one night because I have got some cheese that needs to be used up as well. We've got the hamburger. We need to use up the red onion. So we're going to do that. And then I think we will probably do, I like to do at least one no meat option per week. And a couple of weeks ago, I made this really good Chinese dish. It had a bunch of vegetables in it that needed to be used up. It had like carrots and squash, and not squash, but zucchini, which I do have a very large. Let me show you the size of this zucchini. One moment, please. Do you see this sucker? What am I supposed to do with this? It's huge. I bet it weighs 10 pounds. This is huge. So I've got zucchini that I need to use up. I'm planning on making some chocolate zucchini muffins this week. I've got some chocolate chips. I've got a very large zucchini, but that's not going to use up this whole thing. So I think I'm going to make my Chinese dish. I use ramen noodles. I make my own sauce. It's got maple syrup in it, red wine vinegar, brown sugar, sesame oil, Worcestershire soy sauce, some garlic salt, red pepper flakes, some minced onion. It's just got a whole bunch of stuff in it. And I just mix it all together and it's delicious. So I think we're going to do Chinese at least one day this week. And then Aaron's been really hesitant on eating anything like pasta based. It just hasn't been agreeing with him. But I'm really in the mood for like spaghetti and meatballs or goulash or something along those lines. So I think we might try it. Worst case scenario, if Aaron doesn't want that, I've got the beef and noodles in the freezer that I can unthaw for him, and he can have beef and noodles, and then I'll make spaghetti and meatballs, and that will at least get rid of that small teeny tiny bag of meatballs that we have in the freezer. So this week we've got brats, we've got soup, we've got cheeseburger, we've got Chinese, and we've got spaghetti and meatballs. So we got a really large variety of stuff that will take us all the way to grocery day. And use up some of these items before we bring more stuff in the house. I also have some spaghetti squash over there that I can use up when I make spaghetti and meatballs. And then I also have some spaghetti squash that's in the refrigerator that I've already cooked. So we've got plenty of options for that. So this is gonna be it. This is meal prep for the last week of the month. I can't believe it's the end of October already. The leaves are changing. It's cold outside. I need to today work on getting everything from my garden pulled out, getting all the bushes cut off around the house, kind of winterizing, putting things away. So that's my plans for the rest of the day today. If you like this video, please like it down below, give it a thumbs up, and then also hit the subscribe button. It greatly helps me out. And if you have any comments or suggestions or just want to say hi, leave a comment down below. And otherwise, I will be back when we do our grocery shopping trip next week. So I'll be back with our grocery haul and show you what we all got. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you later. Bye.